Hello, everybody.
Bright Suns.
It is Ryno
and Craig.
And we are here at Galaxy's Edge on the planet of Batuu because we just got to ride Rise of the Resistance.
Yes, the much anticipated attraction that opens officially at Walt Disney World on December 5th, as well as Disneyland on January 17th, 2020.
Yes.
And boy, do we have a lot to say.
But we aren't going to say any spoilers in this one.
Yes.
So there is another video if you want to watch that where we give our full opinions of it. And sorry, we're going to give our full opinions of it in the other video. So that has spoilers in it. You can watch that if you're interested. But this is just going to be our emotions.
Yep, no photos, no videos, nothing. So the thumbnail's probably going to be a photo of the outside.
Yeah.
But beyond that, we're not ruining anything for you in this one.
So for me, emotionally, from the second you step into this queue until the second you step out of the attraction, I'm telling you, and I'm not exaggerating, my mouth was wide open. My jaw was dropped, and there were tears in my eyes because I am a Star Wars fan, but this is a feat of engineering.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just... What blows my mind about this thing too is that I immediately was like, everyone can do this. My mom can get on this. My nephew can get on this. You know, all these things. And then it's like, it's not super jarring. It's also you're not very. It's not a lot of motion sickness moments in this at all. Really, there's not really any, but one little tiny one. But it's not motion sickness. I could just one little screen. You know?
Exactly, and it's just the scope and scale of everything inside is...
The photos don't do it justice.
No, it doesn't. And I mean, there are other attractions out there that have a similar feel all around. Like, I feel like, to me, this is like the next evolution in something like a Spider-Man from Islands of Adventure, Forbidden Journey, even on that level.
I did think of Spider-Man immediately when I went on the ride, and he went right before I did. So like the fact that we both kind of had that feeling is interesting.
Yeah.
But in the sense where Spider-Man tells a great story and utilizes its setting, its props, all of its scenery, it's a little bit. This is one of those experiences where it uses a little bit of everything to tell a really great story, and it's not very short.
It's not very short at all. I mean, I know there was a lot of talk going into this about how long is it actually going to be? Is it going to be a 30-minute experience? Well, I mean, that depends on if you consider pre-shows and stuff a part of the experience, but the ride portion itself is just over 5, give or take.
You said pre-show a couple times, and what was interesting about my experience here is that I know if you are going to qualify, if you're going to say the second my bottom hits the vehicle, that is the beginning of the attraction, I don't actually consider much of this to be pre-show. And what's fascinating to me is there's always something going on. So like once you're in your base, no spoilers. There's always, it's moving.
Yeah, I only say pre-show in the sense of we were attractions cast members and team members, and that's literally what it would be defined as.
And looking at it from that perspective, there were a couple moments where I was like, what part of this? What do they qualify all this as? And it's just, it is more than what I could have expected, and it is, like I said, it uses a little bit of everything, and it's just like it just makes my heart so happy.
Yeah, it is ridiculously emotional.
Yeah.
In every way, shape, and form. I'm still not over it, and it's been hours at this point. I don't...
It felt like a dream.
Yeah, and Star Wars fans are going to embrace it. I mean...
Well, for anybody who said, I know we've had this discussion before, that Galaxy's Edge maybe wasn't Star Wars enough for Star Wars fans, or, didn't lean heavily enough into the movies or did whatever. This is for you. This is for everybody. For anybody who's you can enjoy it. Not having been a fan of the movie, you can enjoy it. If you are a major fan of the movie, you're going to see everything that you could possibly have ever hoped to see with your eyes in your life.
The new trilogies, that is. Not...
Oh, yeah, I should say.
Not if you're still looking for Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, all that. That's the one spoiler we'll give you, but it wasn't a spoiler because we knew that going in. This is taking place between the two, between episodes 8 and 9. And so, with that being said, yes.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Because I thought it was between Force Awakens and Last Jedi.
No,
but
8 and 9.
that makes more.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
So, with that being said, you're going to see the characters you know from these movies that many of us love out there. And if you feel an emotional resonance from those movies, you're going to get it from this attraction too. And non-Star Wars fans are also going to be all on board.
If you're just a fan of Imagineering and what it takes to make an attraction, you have to go in here.
Yeah.
Like this is. Like, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it utilizes a little piece of every sort of technology I've ever seen with stuff I've never seen used in front of my own eyes before.
They talk about how this is the most ambitious attraction that they've tried to make, and it's the culmination of all their efforts. I 100% believe that.
It shows.
It does.
Shows.
So beyond that, you don't get any of the story, anything else. You got those opinions on there, and I hope that we at least emotionally conveyed why you should come out and check out Star Wars Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, and I hope, I if you were even if there's even an inkling where you're like, I think I'd like to do that, it will, you need to do it.
Yeah, and if you were one of the people out there who kind of wrote off the land saying there's not much to do, it's not perfect, it's not complete, I think this is literally... This
was the missing piece.
Yeah,
this is it brings it all together now.
Almost for me, everything else was the icing on the cake, but this is the cake.
And this cake is the best cake you're ever going to eat.
Yeah. And I'm the type of person, I like to eat the cake before the icing.
Cake.
Yeah, I like Kirk. But no. So that's our spoiler-free review of Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Again, opens here at Walt Disney World, December 5th, 2019, and at Disneyland, January 17th, 2020. So get out and experience this attraction, experience Galaxy's Edge in a new way once this is open, and we'd love to hear your thoughts once you get the chance to do so. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Ryno, what was that thing you say?
May the Force be with you.